asking, when you're not in the campaigns and when you're not politicking, what is it that Raila Odinga does with his free time, if you have free time? I'm not sure if you do.
First, I'm with my children, particularly my grandchildren. I play with them, okay?
What kind of games do you roll on the floor? Do you...
Many things. Driving the small vehicles, cars. I tell them some stories.
Some vitenda wheelies.
Yeah, vitenda wheelies. And it was really quite a bit of fun. They ask me questions and I answer, and so on. And then I read. I read a lot. I read biographies. I read political books. I also read a little bit of engineering publications, just to keep myself abreast, so that I'm not very rusty. You know,
right.
Engineer. And sometimes I write other things, you see, and I watch some movies.
You watch movies?
Sometimes. Sometimes I just watch TV. And then particularly I watch sports a lot when there are interesting matches. Like, you know, when Arsenal is playing.
What your team is, Arsenal or
Arsenal is, I'm always a Ghana. I started as a Man U, but when their fans became rowdy, I defected to first Liverpool, then finally settled in Arsenal. And I never looked back. From the days,
even when they don't perform well, you still...
From the days, you don't have to win all the times. You see, you know, Chelsea, before they brought in Mourinho, Chelsea last won the Premier League in 1955. It took them exactly 50 years before they won again in 2005. So what is 12 years or 10 years or 9 years, that no trophy? At least we've been winning FA Cups. So I love the style of soccer that Arsenal plays.
All right.
Yes.
Do you have friends, apart from the core principles in NASA, we never see with anybody else? Do you have other friends, you know, aside from them?
Oh, I have a number of friends.
Real, like true friends?
Real friends, social friends, not just political friends. I've got social friends with whom we meet and we chat. We sometimes look at the old days, you know, how things were. You know, I've got some of my childhood friends. Also, sometimes we just sit and talk about how things were and how life has changed over the years. You see, that's why I'm saying that, you know, the difference between the youth and the old is that the old has once upon a time been young.
Yes.
So they know what it means to be young.
Yeah.
But the youth don't know how to be, what it means to be old. Okay.
All right. And finally, let's talk about Rosemary. How is she doing? Because she had to pull out of the race.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, she's doing fine. Rosemary's made tremendous progress since she came back from South Africa. And she recently went to Israel and met some good consultants in this field, and they have put down a regime, and she's recovered. In fact, they're all surprised that she's made such a fast progress since she suffered this. So she's in very high spirits. She's a very strong person, and she's very grateful to Kenyans who have been praying for her. Some of them have been sending her messages on her phone, and others have visited her. She's doing great.
All right.
Doing great.
Thank you very much. Yes. Maybe as we wind up, the Swahili version of the song that you're singing for us earlier, you sang it for us during the break.